Go now to Isaiah 29:12. Read for me.
Or if the scroll is someone who cannot read and say, read this please, they will answer, I do not know how to read.
Okay, so this verse you're saying is about Muhammad, because when Gabriel came to him and said, read, he says, I don't know how to read. So this is about Muhammad, right?
Yes.
What about verse 11?
Chapter 96 of the Quran.
Okay, but read verse 11 for me.
For you, this whole vision is nothing but words sealed in a scroll. And if you give the scroll to someone who can read and say, read this please, they will answer, I can't, it is sealed.
Okay, now why did you read 12 but ignore verse 11, which is the context? Had you ever read verse 11 before this meeting?
No.
Okay, say it again. You never read verse 11 before this meeting, right?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Okay, so again, you took one verse, it didn't bother to read the verses before and after. So now let's follow your logic, be consistent. You're saying Isaiah 29:12, because it says you give this book to a man and he'll say, I cannot read. That's what Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
But in verse 11 it says, a book will be given to a man who can read, but it's sealed, and he'll say, I can't read it. So are you saying two prophets will come? One who can read, but because the book is sealed, he can't read it. Another who can't read. So who's the other prophet then? Who is the prophet who will be given a book that's sealed and will say, look, I want to read it, but it's sealed and I can't? What's his name?
I don't know.
Say it again.
I don't know.
But you know verse 12, it's Muhammad, but you don't know who it is in verse 11. Because verse 12 is not a prophecy about a prophet. If you read the chapter, God is rebuking Israel, punishing Israel, and saying, my people Israel are like an unlettered, uneducated, illiterate buffoon who's not able to read, and they're like a man who wants to read, but the book is sealed from him. He's making fun of Israel and likening them to a man who's uneducated, illiterate, because he can't understand the revelation, and to another person who, those able to read, he can't read the book because it's sealed from him, because God has sealed it as part of his judgment upon his people, and you're assuming it's a prophet. Now read verse 13, Isaiah 29:13.
The Lord says, these people come near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship of me is based on merely human rules they have been taught.
Okay, did you now understand the context? Verse 11 and 13, it's talking about his people who are rebellious, who are evil, who oppose God, and God is now fed up with them, about to punish them?
Yeah.
Now read verse 11 one more time for the context so you can get it.
For you, this whole vision is nothing but web scroll.
See, for you, who's the you?
Give the scroll.
Hold on, before you go, Muhammad. For you, who's the you? Who's he talking to?
Israel.
So he's saying, for you, Israel, this vision is what?
It's nothing but words sealed in a scroll.
See, he's saying, for you, these words of the prophet are nothing like but a book sealed that you can't read, or even if you could read it, you're too illiterate and stupid to understand it. And you're saying it's Muhammad.